What's going on, paisanos? V here. So, with Savage Strike pre-release coming out next week, we don't know much what's happening with the set. There's a lot of speculation happening in the market right now, which I'll be going over in this video, but we don't know what's going on as far as the leaks, and the very few leaks we currently have, we don't even know the rarity of. Everyone's guessing, it's secret rare, it's ultra rare, we just have zero idea. Everything at this point is an educated guess until we have physical confirmed leaks. For the most part, Konami's been keeping a pretty good lid on all of this. Normally, Konami will go ahead and, well, a store will go ahead and show some cards to us week and a half, 2 weeks before. Yeah, no, it's not happening. A sneak peek is happening this Saturday, and we still don't know almost nothing about this set. It's really interesting how Konami's been holding it down so well. With that said, guys, in this video, I'm going to go over a bunch of cards. Cards moving up and down in price. Normally, my Monday market watches are reserved for the recent sets, but I'm going to jump around a little bit. I think there's a lot of good cards to talk about in this video, and I would love it if you guys, at the end of the video, would hit a comment. Let me know what you guys think about some of these cards. Also, please make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed before. Hit the little notification bell to be the first person to watch these videos, because evidently, if you don't get to see the videos. It just happens that way. And hit the like button. Also, guys, I just want to say a very special thanks to all my Patreons. If you are a Patreon of mine, whether you're a $1 Patreon or a $12, $10, $5 Patreon, seriously, thank you so much for your support for this channel. It really does help a lot. It definitely keeps me motivated and just promote, makes me want to promote doing these videos. I always want to do them anyway because I just like doing them, but it's always a sweet add-on knowing people just randomly just throwing money at me. They go, hey, do more content. It's just something about it is really weird but awesome at the same time. Anyway, guys, with that said, let's talk about the World Championship 2018 pack. First of all, can we just pause and wonder, are we getting a World Championship 2019 pack? That's first of all. That's kind of cool to think about. And what cards would it be? Would it be anything that's going to be like, I mean, obviously it was Yugi Kaiba theme. Are we going to get like Marek and like Joey themed, or Maya or Kaya? Like, what's going on? Another Kaiba theme. Anyway, look at the World Championship 2018 pack. They are currently on sale. There's one over here for $457. Then after that, they hit about $575. These are obviously collector's cards. There's a Blue Eyes White Dragon individual one that's about $300, and a Dark Magician, which is about $294. Which is more than this, which is kind of weird. But yeah, these can only get these if you participated in your locals during the World Championship celebration. Happened this past year, and that's it. You don't get them anymore. It's done. One and done. And yeah, some stores did a lot of weird things with them. Some stores had a tournament where first and second got them. Some stores raffled them. It was just really weird how it was done for some other stores, but overall, it was pretty cool. I think it was really cool ability and for players to get these cards. And something else that's really interesting to note, these are the most expensive cards now. So the most expensive Blue Eyes is this version. The most expensive Dark Magician is this version. Both versions unplayable in the TCG. Have fun with that, guys. Up next, Ride of the Valkyries. So Ride of the Valkyries is on a really weird warpath right now. We were given one of the very few leaks of Savage Strike was one of the Valkyrie cards. And this card yesterday around the same time, spiked to about $30. It was bought out. And then started dropping. Hit about $5, and currently right now it's handling roughly around $8. After this one sells, it goes back up to $17 for Ride of the Valkyries. We also have Valkyrie Brunhilde, another Valkyrie card, and it's roughly around $12. Price not showing it going down in value because it has been. It was bought out and it's going back lower in value, as you can see over here, guys. It's really weird with the Valkyries. I don't think they're good, but they're still being bought out. They're still moving in price trends. It's going crazy. Next call to about is Retaliating AC. Now, there's a ton of conversation about Maxi. There's an insane amount of conversation about Maxi. And what's coming to 1, it should come to 3, it should come to 2. Whatever it is, there's a lot of talk about this card. Maxi. What about Retaliating AC? Did anyone forgot about that card? You know, the card that searches Maxi. The card, if you send it to the graveyard, all it needs to be sent to the graveyard. It'll, like Link Summoning, you could search a Maxi. You know, the card that when you put activates a spell card, and you use this in return, all cards, monsters go to graveyard as long as it's face up on the field, which just blows out of a lot of decks that can become, possible future decks in meta. Pretty good cards, is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say. And with that, you can search out Maxi. Did I mention that? Because it could do that. The highest version of Italian C came out in OTS 20 Pack 4. as a super rare. Right now, the market price is starting to go up in value in this. You might be able to go on your locals and pick a bunch up. These are pretty much, for the most part, the minute Maxi died, got hit by the ban list, Retaliation C was done. And I feel like this is a really good pick for a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players that are just, once again, everyone's focused on Maxi. Should I get the secret rare? Should I get the ultimate rare? I'll be okay with the common, even though it's the same price as a super. The ultra rare looks nice though. All these versions of Maxi, but the card that switches Maxi out, in case Maxi does come back, but it comes back to 1, this card, that's what you should be looking at. That's where everyone should be focused on. Once again, guys, this is a card I think that is really highly undervalued. Looking at the other version, came on Clash of Rebellions in the 2016 Mega Tin, but only has comments in both versions. Super rare in the OTS. Up next, Brotherhood of Fire Fist Horse Prince. This product is currently out of stock. No stock available. Okay, so a couple of things about this. One, I have only one of these. Full disclosure, only one of these. That's one. Number two, this was not my idea. I found this card in some old school OCG tech that ran Salamangreats. I was like, wow, what a great card. I'm going to definitely promote this card because I think it's a phenomenal card that Yu-Gi-Oh players can play. If your main card gets Ash Blossomed, you can still go into more plays with this card. That's number two. Number three, yeah, everyone else thought the same thing because it got bought out. It's done. It's bought out, 100%. And, yeah, just that's a thing. Up next, guys, Tour Guide from the Underworld. Tour Guide from the Underworld was always hovering roughly around the $50 price point. It got bought out, and then it went back down to $50 about last week. Well, with the release, with the announcement of the release of Cherubini and Dark Neostorms, Tour Guide from the Underworld just got bought out again? Look at the current price trend showing stabilization. Market price shown to be about $63, respectively. Wrong. It's roughly around $80, $81 to be exact, for a tour guide. Then it starts hitting about higher prices where page bombs out around 100 for a Portuguese one. How does that look? That probably looks spicy as hell. Ooh, that looks good. Anyway, Tour Guide from the Underworld Ultimate Rare is bought out, and I think the best way for Konami to kind of troll would to give us 2 tour guides. I don't think it will happen, but it'd be kind of funny. Moving forward, guys, Malefics, we know, are getting support, and we're seeing some weird things happen with the price point, especially with the Bonds Beyond Time movie pack. Ultra Rare, Malefic, Red Eyes Black Dragon, it's roughly around $17 to $20. After the $20 is sold, it's gonna hit about $30. The other versions, like Malefic Cyber End Dragon, is roughly around $9. Malefic Stardust is about a couple of bucks itself. I mean, they're all a couple of dollars. They're all relatively inexpensive, but these two are kind of showing some movement in the market, which is really odd. Another thing is number 11, Big Eye. Big Eye currently holding a price point of about $17. Price is showing it slowly increasing in value, and when you look down there, you go, oh yeah, it definitely is. It's about 21, 23, and then 240s for number 11, Big Eye. And the reason why it's so high, because it's Big Eye. See how I did that? Anyway, I think that Big Eye's a great card. I think if you watch my content and you went off and picked up deck cores, you easily have a Big Eye. For my Heartbeat deck core, I have one of these. If you built any kind of Dragon Rule deck core just cuz, you would have one of these. These are, for a good amount of time, were very inexpensive, and now they're hitting some pretty high numbers. And I ain't gonna lie, if they hit 40 bucks, it'd be hard to hold this because I might consider selling it myself. Up next, guys, Viking High Avatar Karunix is the Dollar Binders special. I always see this card in Dollar Binders, and I always think this is a good card to pick up. Market price on this card would be about $4. Price chance showing stabilization, but moving higher in value. Looking at a first edition that you played, it's about $360. I mean, there's a bunch of them on the market, but these are not dollar cards. But they will remain in Dollar Binders because most locals, and up till last night, including myself, yeah, didn't know it was $1. It was more than $1. Dark Arm Dragon Ultimate Rare is the other card that's also showing movement in the market. Toy Pack Picks of 6 Ultimate Rare Dark Arm Dragons are currently $117. This isn't far from this card being a collector's card. In fact, I would argue, and make a good argument, that Ultimate Rare Dark Arm Dragon is a collector's card. It's just a really hard card to find. Came back out in Toy Pack Picks of 6. There's other versions, like including a secret rare version that came on Phantom of Darkness. That one's nice still too, but the ulti maintains the highest value. Unlimited Light You Played version of that is about $16. For a first edition version, we're going to see it roughly around $58. 58 bucks for a first edition version of Dark Arm Dragon, but the Ultimate Rare has higher value. Little side note, I have both of these. I'll let you know right now. Ulti Dark Arm Dragon from Throwback to 6, if you guys have them as well, you will know. This is my version, my copy, because I only have one. It's kind of weak as an ulti. It's really... I mean, it's definitely gorgeous. The card looks beautiful as Ultimate Rare. but it's really weak. Some ultis are weak, some ultis are not weak, but this one definitely is on the weak category as far as the card stock in this card. Dragon Necro Nether Soul Dragon is another card that's been spiking high in value. I've been covering it non-stop. Market price only be about $10.38. Price just going up a little bit. Yeah, it is going up a little bit. It's $40 goddamn for this card. $40. Page bomb lots roughly around $70. There's only 2 over here. After that, there's all solo copies. Yeah, $40 for a premium gold card. That's never gonna happen ever again. Literally ever again. So that's the thing. Up next, guys, Liddy Debug. So with this past weekend, everyone's got excited about Salamangreats. I mean, I want to blame everybody. There's more incentive to buy Salamangreats. Besides the fact that it's a tier 1 deck, you get an Ash Blossom inside Salamangreats tier 1 deck. Pretty damn good deal. You get an Ash Blossom, you get basically almost a full meta deck, and you're gonna need these Lady Debugs. Now in the OCG, I'm seeing a lot of the Salamangreat decks play anywhere from 1 to 3 of these. Looking at Lady Debug currently, market price shown about $650. It's actually roughly around 7, which is so weird because Structure Deck Power Link was thought to be a terrible structure deck. It was thought to be an absolutely trash structure deck. The only card that had value was not Lady Debug, was Lamphosaurus, which at the time was anywhere from $3 to $5. Now Lady Debugs are holding roughly around 7. This is a pretty good structure deck. Because of 2 cards, it actually pays for the structure deck. And up until about a week ago, the price of the structure deck was $7 that you could buy it here on TCG Player. And then it changed to 10. Really weird how that works. Next, guys, Danger Jackalope is another card that's going higher in value. Was currently roughly around $10, but now it's way higher in value. You can see the price is going up in value. Market price has this pegged roughly around 18 bucks. Looking at right here, Unlimiteds are about 21s. First editions are roughly around $23 for an ultra rare from Cybernetic Horizon Danger Jackalope. Amazing. I mean, seriously, amazing. If you're looking to play Burning Abyss, I guess once again, because Burning Abyss players are excited about playing Burning Abyss, we know we're going to get Cherubini finally in Darkness Neostorm. BA players are just slowly going in there and grabbing as much of the Danger cards as they possibly can, including Danger Jackalope, which obviously sees playing the deck as a level 3 monster that can be used to bring out Dante. Doppel Warrior from Legendary Collection 5, these is also going up in value. And I don't know, I mean, the Plant Link comes out in Power Duelist. Everyone's really excited about it. I get this. And I'm looking forward to playing Plant Links myself because I think they could be good. I think they could be meta. I really do. Hopefully we get an Arrow Mage Jasmine reprint in there because I'm not spending like 20 bucks for that card. But hopefully it can be a thing. But I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are focusing already on Doppel plants. And if you're old school Yu-Gi-Oh players, you know it used to be called Junk Debris or Doppel Warrior, whatever, you know, Doppel Warrior plants or whatever the hell you want to call it. I used to call it Junk Debris, but it used to run like Doppel Warrior. And now Doppel Warrior Ultra Rare from Legendary Collection 5Ds is going higher in price. As you can see it over here going higher. And when you look down over here, guys, lightly played versions are about $6. After that, they're hitting near $7 for an Ultra Rare Doppel Warrior. So definitely be on the lookout. Once again, this is a card you want to pick up. Dollar Binder Special. I guarantee you'll be able to find it. If you have a lot of dollar binders in your locals, grab those bad boys, throw them to the side, throw them online, get rid of them, or trade bait them. Especially this weekend at your pre-release. Pause. Anyone having a sealed pre-release, I'm sorry you have to do that. That's the worst thing on the planet. Because you can't play, like, yeah, I spent 20 bucks and I gotta build a deck with that, or can I use my $6,000, $8,000, $9,000 deck that I put a lot of money, time, and focus on? Can I use this? No? You want me to use a $20 mashup of trash? Sure. Oh, look, I pulled Pot of Indulgence. I'm happy, but I'm probably gonna lose the tournament with this dead card. Thanks, Konami. Store owner. Konami. Anyway, Satera Behemoth Umastrix. I can never say this card's name right. Came out in Dark Illusions. One of the very few Subterras that you definitely want to play. I don't think you just need one of these, I thought. I think I have 3 of these because I have a place at all the Subterras. But I'm pretty sure you only need 1 of these cards. Market price showing to be about $270, and we're seeing that roughly around here. It's actually, after this one's gone, it's going to be hitting around almost at a $4 price point for an ultra rare Subterra Behemoth Umastrix. Once again, there's a lot of great hype, there's a lot of great anticipation happening within Savage Strike. One of the things happening is Subterra's getting a new card, Subterra Guru, which makes the deck a lot more playable and a lot more fun. It makes Subterra's alive again. Subterra's, in my opinion, is a phenomenal deck with 1 key piece missing. It's always been that way, and we know now with this, hopefully with Savage Strike, we will be getting Subterra Guru. that will allow us to have Hidden City to be playable, and have display all these Subterra cards. Nemesis Archer Secret Rare is as low as $260. Hidden City is as low as $17. Nemesis Warriors, this is super rares, but they have the non-super rares you can buy. The regular rares are like 10 cents. Super rares are roughly around $5. And for the most part, you don't need that many other Subterra cards. Subterras have a lot of great trap cards like Behemoth, Burgeoning, I can never say that card's name right, and Final Battle. It's just a good deck in general, and to be honest with you, I'm looking forward to hopefully getting Guru and being able to play this deck. It's a fun deck to play, and I really do think this deck has meta potential. Up next, Herald of Arclight. This card constantly goes higher in value, but slowly higher in value. Herald of Arclight to me was always that card that was always a little bit too expensive where I won't invest in it, but cheap enough that I go, that's a pretty good card to invest in. I've always had that weird kind of in-between balance, guys. Looking at Herald of Arclight 2015 Mega Packs, it's roughly around $6. And after that one's gone, it's going to be hitting around $9. And then looking at the new Challenger versions, first editions are around $7. Unlimited, it's anything roughly around $7. It's really weird about how this card's price point works. I think you only need one of these if it was to see any kind of meta play. But once again, you could R09 this if you get at a good price. Moving forward, guys, number 35, Ravenous Tarantula is also going to... What's going on with premium gold cards? I guess it's solo premium gold cards, but premium gold cards in general are starting to have some weird value. Number 35, Ravenous Tarantula, has about a $3 market price, and when you're looking at it, it's hitting almost at $5 for this card. Once again, another great dollar binding special card. Most locals know about gold and how terrible it is, and they'll have it in their dollar binders because they just don't care about this. They don't look up gold value all the time. They just don't care, and they don't need to. It's really rare we see movement, except now, in this era of Yu-Gi-Oh!, where we have Ravenous and Tarantula, which is roughly around $5, and that Dragon Knuckle card, which is really, really stupidly overpriced. Up next, Shadow Fusions. Shadow Fusions are Shadows of Valhalla. If Construct was to come off the ban list, can we just be like a little bit like if it was, you know? If it was to come off the ban list, Shadows would get a lot of hype and anticipation. A lot of you players would be excited about it. Also, in this previous ARG we had this weekend, it was an ARG the Pro Play Games Tour. I forgot which one it was, but there was a Shadow variant in the top 16, and a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players got excited. Looking at price trends, we see that movement right here. We see Yu-Gi-Oh players moving in on Shadow Fusion. Market price showing this card currently be $1, but it's under $1. It's actually undervalued right now for Secret Rare Shadow Fusions. Now, Shadows of Valhalla was pulled heavily, so you're going to see a ton of these on the market. Even more so because Shadows didn't see meta play, even though they had Shadow Fusion as well as win the Secret Rare and Shadows of Valhalla. It did nothing. But if I had to guess what the best version of Shadow Fusion is, it'd be the Shadows of Valhalla version. Hands down. Looking at what we hear in the market, guys, it's highly undervalued. I have a ton of these put to the side just in general. I definitely have my playset. I have my R9, and I have a couple of extra thrown to the side of Shadow Fusions. It's just a good card, and I think in the future, if Shadow was supposed to get more support, it could have even that much more potential. Definitely don't get the super rares, you want to get the secret rares. It's the best version. Next on the card is Shadow Beast. That came out in Astro Pack 6. Market price showing to be about $5.5. Price is showing it going down, but it's not. It's actually almost bought out. It's roughly around $7 for Shadow Beast. Another card being used in Shadows. I believe they played 2 of these, but depends on the variant that topped this past weekend. If in pure Shadows, I always felt like I always played 2. Could play 3, I guess, but I just prefer 2 in my opinion. Shadows are a good deck when we get Construct. Moving forward, guys, Darkfire Dragons are all about bought out. A lot of you players are getting excited about using this card in the future meta, and the thing about this card is, this card, just like I think, just like Sea Monster of Theseus, they both rely on one card, Instant Fusion. And you guys know my stance on Instant Fusion. It's been in every single meta deck, and it's gonna be a card. It's gonna be a problem in Konami's ass until they hit it. They banned Norden back in Zodiac format and left Instant Fusion, because that's never going to see play after that, right? We got Norden. It's all gone now. Oh, wait a minute. No, it definitely will see play. Not only will see play, Konami announced, back in the beginning of 2017, the most strongest monster being Sea Monster Theseus. Konami, what are you doing? You don't need to do this. And they did. So we also have this Instant Fusion seeing play in a lot of decks. And Darkfire Dragon is another target for them. In this weird version, the rare from Blizzard Dragon is actually available, whereas the Darkfire Dragon from TP3 is bought out. A lot of you players confused about this one. The reason why is because it's from TP3. It's insanely hard to get. There's almost none in the market to begin with. It was the correct buyout target in my opinion. I'm always about higher rarity, but if it's the harder one to get, if it's more exclusive, that's the one you always want to get as well. Hell, you can buy both of them. I guarantee you the Legend of Blue one is inexpensive, and the Tournament Pack 3 one, there ain't many around. So buying into this one was not a bad buy in my opinion. I just don't like the fact that it's an instant fusion target. Next, Naturia Beast. So we go with all the Naturia Beasts, like that ugly piece of crap. This one, which is ultra rare, which isn't bad. Hidden Awesome Secret Rare is decent, and DT2, which is the correct one. Listen, Dual Tournament 2 Naturia Beast is definitely a card that might see play in the future. I think with Plant Links using cards like Glow Bulb, which help proc, bringing out Naturia Beast, as well as Subterra's, which, mind you, can also do this. Naturia Beast actually might see a lot of play in the future, and locking out decks that play spells is pretty good. As Sky Striker plays, they'll be able to fill you in. Naturia Beast from DT2 is currently roughly around the $45 price point for the DT version. Hopefully you guys have one. I know it's really expensive. You can get the other versions. I will accept Secret Rares. Ultra Rare, by the way, Ultra Rare Naturia Beast is really nice. I gotta say that. Like, a buddy showed me his. It's a really nice card. It's really clean, really well printed out. I'm dead serious. I like that version. That one and that one. What are you doing? That's not Naturia Beast. That's. Hold on a second. Let's look at it. I can't do like this. Like, stand back a bit and just look at it. It looks like it's saying Nathaniel's Beast. Beast? Yeah. It's horrible. Anyway, another card that might see play is Evil Thorn. Now, Evil Thorn was going up a little bit in value in the past because of Plant Links and the expected release of Plant Links here in the TCG as we was looking at them in the OCG. Evil Thorn came out in Legendary Collection 5Ds as a common, as well as Raging Battle as a common, and that is it. Only 2 printings, and for the reason there's only 2 printings, and the fact that there's almost none in the market, it's going up higher in value. The Legendary Collection 5D's first edition near mint common is $3 for a common. Go check your quarter boxes, boys. Or your 10-cent boxes, depending how old your locals is. I feel like old sports locals have a 10-cent box, because that used to be the quarter box, and now more modern locals have quarter boxes. Or maybe the old locals became more modernized, but anyone remember the 10-cent box? I remember the 10-cent box. I used to buy a ton of commons. Looking at Evil Thorn, though, price is starting to go higher in value. Market price is roughly around $1.60. Unlimited mint is $1.50, but you want first edition, you said, right? Bam, $2. After that one's gone, there's only one of them, you're going to be looking a little bit higher than 2, almost in the $3 price point for Evil Thorn. Now listen, I don't think this card's going to be crazy good. I don't even know if this card's going to see play. But what I do know is the market. And I feel like this card's going higher in value. Go to your quarter box, buy it, because you will find people that you can sell to on TCG Player. Same with a lot of the cards I talk about. A lot of cards I talk about might never even see meta play. I'll be the first to say it might never see meta play. But if I can tell you, hey, this dollar card is going to be $10, you might want to buy this dollar card, buy as many as possible, because they will go to $10. And when it does go to $10 and you sell it, you make a lot of money, and everyone's mad at me, but V doesn't see meta play. Okay, how much did you made, guy who bought 10 of them? Are you happy? Like, that's another thing I'm going for. The market isn't always about buying meta cards to put in your deck to play, or meta cards to actually that might actually see the day of light within an expected release of a certain card release or a deck release, as in the structure deck of Soul Burner. Listen, I think that every card has potential and it can see play. But with that said, guys, the market is not dictated on whether it sells, it's whether it will go up in value. That's how I work on the market. I never work, if I had to work only and only of this card 100% is going to see meta play, my market watches would be a lot shorter. It's always about the expected value. EV. The first word in expected value is expected. It's expected to go up in value. It doesn't say nothing about play. It doesn't say nothing about the movement in the market. And this is something that's well known throughout the other communities, throughout the other market watch channels that do like Magic the Gathering and Pokemon, and just general stock market watches. This is how this works. So I get really confused when people get mad at me when they're like, V, that card won't see play. Cool, that card's bought out. Yeah, but it won't see play. Everyone bought that card for like $2. It will go up in value. Obviously, it's bought out. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, does it really matter to the person that made money? It doesn't. Just want to throw it out there. By the way, Evil Thorn quarter box special. Pick it up. Next, guys, Skarm. Malabench of Burning Abyss is another card. Market price showing to be about $8.40. Price chance showing stabilization. And at the end of the stabilization, looks like it's going up a little bit. Well, looking at it, it should be, because there's a 14, a 14, a 14, and then someone's like, you know what, I'm bored. 20s all day long for a super rare Skarm. Hopefully you guys had your play set. Almost every Burning Abyss player is like, I don't care, because every Burning Abyss player has super rare Skarms, including myself and a lot of my buddies. It just is what it is, my friends. Skarm is going to high in value because limited amount on here because of the release of Ready for It, Cherry Beanie, and Darkness Neostorm. We know this. But Those who didn't realize that we were going to get Cherubini out in time are freaking out and buying up Scarm. Literally, look at all that Scarm. Bye-bye. Price spikes all day long. I mentioned Graph about a week ago, and I said you really want to get on top of Graph's Malediction of Burning Abyss. Because Scarm's at 3, it's valued. At the time it was like 7. You can even see the old market price. No, it was around 8, whatever. You can see the old market price on it. But I was like, that's at 3, that's value. Look at Graph. Graph's at 1. What if Graph goes to 2? Every single Burning Abyss player that's not prepared is going to need 2 of these. So they might have 1 if they have the whole deck, but they're going to need another one they're going to have to hit the market up for. Every single one in one shot. If Graph goes to 3, you think Scarm's high in value? Scarm's light card. This is a needed card. This is a big difference. You could play 2 Scarms. People have played 2 Scarms and got the invite with it. Sure. You can't do that with Graph if it's at 3. If you're rocking 2 Graph and I'm rocking 3 Graph, I'm having a better chance of beating you. Look at the market. The current price point is about $3.80, and we're seeing it roughly around that price point, hitting almost near $4. There are a bunch of walls at 6, 10. A couple of 3s and 4s, but that's easy to get over. This is a 5 over here at $7, but it won't be surprising, to my opinion, to see Graph, Malediction of the Burning Abyss, spike out of control, get bought out on the market. It wouldn't surprise me not one bit. It would make perfect sense, because Super Rare Graph is a great contender to be coming off the ban list. A little fun fact, now that we are getting Cherubini, Konami should be releasing another OTS pack, or whatever Konami Super pack soon. Would it be cool to see an Ulti Dante? An Ulti Multi-Faker? AKA Ulti Multi? Hashtag Ulti Multi. You know what? I'm really excited just for the Ulti Multi-Faker. I forget everything I said about Burning Abyss. Ulti Multi sounds so good. And if Multi-Faker goes to 1, but it comes out Ultra Rare, Konami's totally forgiven. I will play Ulti Guys till the day I die. Just to go Ulti Multi all day long. It just sounds so fun to say. And if you're not an Ulti Guys player, Ulti Multi, you now are, I guess. It just sounds awesome. I would do it just for that alone. Ulti Dante sounds cute. It's fun. Okay, cool. I love it. Beautiful artwork. Ulti Multi. You ever just hear something that just sounds so goddamn right? Moving forward, guys. Lullaby of Obedience was a card that you saw play. Had previous high value. Came out originally as an ultra rare in Duelist Pack Rival the Pharaohs. Current price point of ultra rare is 50 cents, by the way. After that, it's like about $1. After that, you're looking at Lullaby of Obedience from Legendary Collection Kaiba. This one was really heavily open, but nevertheless, this is the highest version of Lullaby of Obedience. This can see play in the future. Start stocking up on this card. It's currently dirt cheap in value. It's about 50 cents, 75 cents. It's a really good card. I highly recommend you guys go ahead and pick some of these up because it can't see play in the future, and it's dirt cheap right now. I highly recommend you get these. No one's looking at this card right now, and once again, everyone's focused so much on the meta, so much on Savage Strike, so much on the ban list, so much on the YCS coming up, and then new meta's gonna be shifting, so much on Dark Neostorm, and whatever the other set is, I forgot, and Speed Duels. Everyone's on so much crap, people forget the market. It just happens all the time. It always happens, guaranteed. And Konami's really good at making you forget about it. We're releasing new cards. The Facebook releasing new cards as well. Spoilers. And doing all that stuff. And you really forget about the fact that the market is always here. It's living, breathing, 24/7. And there's a lot of value that Yu-Gi-Oh players are just not looking at because they're looking at the future and not what they can make in the future, but what they can buy for an absorbent amount of price, aka Pot of Indulgence. So I would recommend you consider this card. And the last card I'll talk about is DD Assailant. DD Assailant is really weird because I feel like this is A, a collector's card, and B, a card rarely used in GOAT format. Not in meta, in GOAT format. And that's it. But DD Assailant Secret Rare from Dark Revelation 4 is pretty high in value. Market price going to be about $89. Well, yeah, it's actually about, there's one over here for about $75, $75, and then $99,999. I think that's the best one. Juice Emporium knows how to juice you really well. $99,999. I mean, with TCG player fees and all, after everything's said and taken out, you're getting about 15 bucks Juice Emporium. But nevertheless, good money. And I really do like this card Secret Rare, but it's really high in price. But I feel like this is another one that when people look over collections and see a Secret Rare DD Assailant, they don't really pay much mind. Except the fact that it's actually worth a ton of money. So if you are ever looking at a binder, trade bait, card shops, or whatever, you're going to kind of keep an eye out for this card because with a lot of money, and GOAT players will literally kill a man, hide his body, bury him, shallow grave, to have the ability to trade you for this card in the first place. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Thank you so much. I know it's a bit of a longer market watch, but this market watch in part, in whole, almost whole, was given to me by my live stream I did last night. A lot of great guys, had a lot of fun laughs, and thank you to everybody that joined that live stream. Seriously, thank you so much. Everybody's part of that live stream. Gave a lot of phenomenal cards, brought out a lot of great conversations about the meta, current, future, past, as well as the market. And I do appreciate that. And guys, once again, if you guys are brand new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and comment below. Let me know what you think about any of these cards, and what do you have put to the side? What do you have saved? What are you looking to do in the future meta? And as always, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and have a good day, paisanos.